What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be disassembling and reassembling a PlayStation 1. So, I'm sure models are different on the inside, depending on your model. But this is a model SCPH5501, and it does not have those audio ports on the back. So, let's get started. I'm going to be using this size screwdriver. I'm not exactly sure what size it is, but I'm going to be using that size. So, what we're going to do first is there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There's 6 screws on the bottom here. But first, we're going to take this out. Okay, now I'm just going to take out these screws. One, and we are going to flip it over. Now you should be able to just lift the cover off. As simple as that. Now we are met with the inside. So what we're going to do in here first is we're going to take out the controller port ribbon cable. So all you have to do is just pull and wiggle it. And then that should come out fairly easy. And then same with this one. Just pull and wiggle, and then boom, you have your controller port ribbon cable out. Next, what we're going to want to do is we're going to, there's one screw right here, and one screw right here. They're holding the controller ports in. So what we're going to do is, once you have those screws out, you can safely lift your controller board ports out. Just put that somewhere safe. Now, what we're gonna do is deal with the disk drive. So, what you're gonna want to do is there's a flexible ribbon cable right here connecting to this. So you're just going to kind of pull from each side. This ribbon cable can be a bit stubborn, so make sure you're being careful with it. Okay, now, what you're going to want to do, there's a really, it is pretty tiny. There is a tiny little connection right here. So, how I deal with that is I grab a let's see, where did I put it? Right here. I grab a small flathead, and what we're going to want to do is kind of lift it from the sides a little bit. Not too much. Make sure to get this ribbon cable out of the way. Not too much. You do not want to break it or chip the plastic, so be very careful when you're doing this. Okay, so this is actually me from the future. I recommend using fine tweezers on that cable. You don't want to chip the plastic or anything. You can use a flathead, but make sure you do it extremely carefully because mine's already a little chipped from me doing it a little aggressively in the back, so just be careful with it. And before you do this, you may also want to lift this off. It'll make it easier. Should be able to just kind of wiggle it out like that. Make sure to it's loose when you do that because you don't want these cords to pop out. So the way I did it, it did chip the plastic a tiny bit, that's why I don't want to do it too hard. But you may also use tweezers for this. I was not sure where my tweezers were, so that's why I did not use those. But you can use tweezers. Just use it from the bottom and just pull it out. Now we're going to set this somewhere safe. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to disconnect this from the power board to the motherboard. So we're going to just pull and wiggle this. It should come out easy. And same with this. Just pull and wiggle. Now you have that out. Now we're going to flip the PlayStation around, and you will see 2 screws right here that are holding this power board in. We're going to take those out. Now once you have those out, we're able to kind of grab this power board and just slip it out. It's very easy. And now we have our power board, so just set that somewhere safe. There's 1 screw right here, 1 screw right here, and 1 screw right here. There's 3 total screws, and we're just gonna take the screws out. We'll just lift the shielding off. It should be fairly easy, so just try not to touch this metal plate too much right here, but just kind of lift it up your desired way, being careful. Alright, there we go. We have our metal shielding off. Now, we're left with the motherboard and this. So with this flap, you can just lift it up and do anything you want under it. So now to take this motherboard out, there's 1 screw right here, 1 screw right here, 1 screw right there, 1 screw right here, and 1 screw right there. So we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna take those 5 screws out. Okay, now you're able to lift this motherboard out. Here's our motherboard. Set that aside. And for this metal shielding, you're able to just take that out. And you have just fully disassembled your PlayStation 1. Now, moving on to the reassembly, what we're gonna do is we're going to take our shielding and we're going to make sure it's in the right, flipped around right, everything, place it in right. Now, we're going to grab our motherboard that we just took out. And we're just gonna set it in here. Make sure it's nice in there. Once it's in there pretty good, we're going to put our screw in right here, 1 right here, whoops, 1 right here, 1 right here, and 1 at the end here. Now we're just going to screw those in. We're going to take our shielding, this one, and set it on. Make sure it's fit on there right. You don't want it not fit on there right. Make sure it's on there. Everything's good. Okay. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna place 1 screw right here. 1 screw in this hole right here. And then 1 screw in this hole. Now we're just gonna screw this in. With those screwed in, we're gonna take our power supply, power board, face it this way. We're going to just slip it in there, and then we're gonna put our 2 screws in back in these holes. So 1, 2. Now screw those in. Now once you have those screwed in, what you do is we're going to flip this around and we're going to grab our controller ports from earlier and we're going to set it in like so. I think I'm seeing these. Oh, nope, it's right here. Sorry about that. I lost track of a screw. You're gonna put one right here and then one right. Now with those screwed in, we're going to put our laser back in, this little guy. Okay, these, you want to line it up with, where is it? These metal feet, so line it up, make sure all of the metal feet are lined up with those. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to connect this ribbon cable. Just kind of simple, again, push and wiggle. And for this little guy, this tiny little guy, just gonna set it in there and then just kind of push, and there you go. Now our laser is set back in and we're going to connect these things. So we're going to take this one that goes to the power board and we're gonna go like so. We're gonna push it in there, and then for this side, this is the one that plugs into the motherboard. You just wanna push it in there. Now for our controller ribbon cable, put this side in that port, just push, and then for this one, you connect it into here, and just should just be a push and wiggle. There you go. Now what we do is we're gonna grab our outer casing and we're just gonna gently set it back on there and set our screws back in, the outer screws. You just flip your PlayStation over, and this guy, you just kind of want to slide it this way and just push, and you just fully disassembled and reassembled your PlayStation 1. If you would like to see me do more videos on maybe replacing thermal paste, restoring consoles, cleaning them, you name it, all for it. I like making these videos, so just let me know what you want to see, and thank you guys for watching.